Hi, I'm happy to see you as always. Today we are on microhome number 9 and we are building in the Sol Valley, which was the city that came with the Sims 4 Get Famous expansion pack. And oh boy, I still remember the time when this expansion pack came out, or at least when it was announced that this word was going to be part of it. A lot of people were very disappointed about the pack in general, but especially the word that came with it. And I have to admit that I was one of those people, and I still am. But let me explain. I think the Sol Valley is a beautiful city. It really matches the vibe of the expansion pack. I wouldn't choose any other city for this pack at all. I think it's perfect. However, I have a few complaints, and the first one is that this city consists of 3 different neighborhoods, which is okay in general. I'm quite used to getting 3 different neighborhoods in a city for The Sims 4 by now, and it can work. However, the first neighborhood that you can play in is a city center. It's really a commercial area where you wouldn't really put a family home in. It contains a lot of lounges and that sidewalk where you can place your plaque with your sim when they reach the highest fame possible, or I don't know when they get their plaques there. However, it's not an area where I would like to raise a family in. Now that we have 4 rent expansion pack, I think it would be amazing to put a luxury apartment there or something like that, a very city center based apartment. But 4 rent expansion pack is quite new, so it's not a redemption for this city just yet. But let's move on to the other neighborhoods. The second one is this low-income area where I'm building in currently. You can see the house getting along. We are going to talk about the house as well in the future, I promise, but I need to rant first about the word itself. So the second area is this low-income area, which is perfect. It's beautiful. I love it. It has a lot of trash around the alleyways, and it's a perfect place to start your Rags to Riches series or Road to Fame with your Sims. It's great. My complaint about this area is that the lots are way too big. I would have appreciated more lots that are smaller. I know a lot of people complain that the lots that we get are too small. Usually everybody wants bigger lots, but I'm really into micro homes and small homes in general, especially if I'm building in a lower income area which looks like it doesn't fit to build huge houses for. So in this area, I would have appreciated some smaller lots. I am building on the smallest lot that I could find in this area, and it's huge. You can see that this house that I'm building is just lost in the middle of this area or on the middle of this lot, and it is very hard to fill it in. Now that we have 4 rent expansion pack, I always come back to this pack now. It's great because we can build multiple homes on one lot and just rent it out. It's great. So you can solve this problem. However, when this pack came out, it was a problem for me to have these huge lots here and you have to fill them in with your poor Sims. So this is the first complaint in this area. And then if we move on to the third neighborhood, it's the Pinnacles. It's amazing, it's beautiful, it's very luxurious. The grass is the greenest that you can imagine. So it's kind of a gated community, I feel like. And my problem is that there is no middle ground between these 2 areas. So you either live in the low income area where there's trash and it's just very poor looking, or you live in the Pinnacles. And the contrast is so huge. I really don't prefer that because I love playing in The Sims 4 and I love stories and I love progression in my game. And I really want to move ahead one step at a time. Of course, you can build a beautiful home here as well and simulate progress in your game, like monetary progress. But it's not the same. You live in the same area with the rats and the thrown out furniture and stuff like that. So it's not ideal. I really don't like how they managed to solve this situation. And what else do I need to complain about? I don't know. I had a lot of thoughts in my head when I started this rant of why Desert Valley is just not ideal for gameplay, but I ran out of them. So let's stick with these ones. I think the progression is not ideal in these areas, but I can't wait to build a few apartments in this city to make it look more realistic. Let's talk about the build itself a little, shall we? Because I am getting to the end of the interior decoration, so it's really, really time to talk about this. I chose a mid-century modern home for this build as well, and I know I've already built one, so it will be very hard to name this one, but I think mid-century modern really fits this Get Famous vibe as well, and I kind of regret that I didn't choose the Mediterranean style for Oasis Springs, and I went for the mid-century modern one, because then I could have saved the mid-century modern one for this build. And also I was debating whether I should build a micro home in the pinnacles and do it very luxuriously. I still want to do it. It sounds so much fun, but I was like, those lots are way too big for me to build a micro home on. So I don't know. I really should do that luxury micro home that I want, with all those golden details that Get Famous luxurious items have. It sounds so much fun, but maybe in the future. And I love mid-century modern homes, so this was a great option for me too. And I think this is why I tend to choose the mid-century ones over and over again. However, I felt a bit of lack of inspiration when I was building this home, because we already built a mid-century micro home very close in time to this one, so I didn't know what else could I do. And then I decided to use the pastel pop kit and use colors that I wouldn't normally use, and I chose that Jungle Adventure counter with the yellow countertop, and it's beautiful. I hardly ever have the chance to use it, so I was very satisfied with it, and I decided at that point where to go with the design, so I went for all these pastel colors. What you have to know about me is that I'm really not into pastel colors in general. I don't really like them. I'm more of monochromatic type of girl who likes, I don't know, grays, blacks, whites, and one or two beautiful rich colors, and not pastels. I don't have anything in my home or in my closet that is pastel colored, so it was a challenge for me to build with these items, and I think it was time to try them out and try to create something beautiful with them. And I think this mid-century modern house came out very nice. It's kind of a retro vibe for me, but I'm happy with it. I had to do a few adjustments after I playtested this house. I had to mirror the bathroom, so it's going to change in the version that I'm going to upload, and the TV will be put in the corner there, and I changed the position of the bathroom door to the other unit. I don't know how to explain this because it's not on the screen right now, but I hope you understand, and you will see either way if you download this area. And I'm very happy with the backyard. I placed a little bench and a few stepping stones here to kind of tie in this area with the rest of the lot, but you can see how huge this lot is compared to this house and this area, so it was very, very challenging. And I love putting those beautiful little benches at the exit of the lot. I think it's very cute, and it reminds me of my grandmothers because this was their time's Facebook. And yes, I'm this old that I'm comparing a bench to Facebook and not Snapchat or something. I don't know what people use these days. Oh my god, I sound so old. Anyway, my grandmothers used to sit on these benches all the time in front of their homes and waiting for other people to join them and gossip a little. So I think it's a nice touch, and it's very, very funny. It's very cute. Either way, here are the screenshots. You can see the beautiful background, and you can see my test sim testing the bed and also testing it as a couch. So everything works, and this build will be available on the gallery. You can download it by using my gallery ID that is going to be visible in this last screenshot or in the description down below. But I really need to say goodbye now. I hope you like this video. See you next time. Bye bye.